Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So tomorrow is going to be the big day for Darktide. We are getting a brand new trailer which is going to be showing off all new gameplay. This is the teaser for the trailer that you're seeing in the background that we're going to go in and break down in a second because there is some cool things in there as well. Also in this video, I want to talk about something about the currency, the premium acquirer currency. There's a lot of talk about this at the moment and the developers have updated what this currency is. So let's jump in and let's get talking. So the new Darktide gameplay footage is going to be live streamed at the Summer Game Festival, which is happening tomorrow, June the 9th. It's going to be shown off at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific time, which means it's going to be shown off at 7 p.m. UK time, if my calculations are correct. Hopefully they are. I'm, of course, going to be doing a live stream, watching it all with you, and then I'll obviously do another video that's going to be breaking down all the gameplay. The thing that we've all discussed about Darktide, we've seen like all the articles, all the dev blogs, it sounds fantastic. Even the trailers make it look fantastic, but we need to see the game played. We need to see the missions. We need to see the enemies all happen because you can make anything look good in a trailer. So to actually see gameplay, I'm really now hoping, fingers crossed, that we actually get a mission from start to finish where we get to see and visualize what this game is all about. We get to see some of the powers. We get to see some of the weapons, the characters and their abilities, the enemies, the atmosphere of the game. This is the stuff that really excites me and I want to see. Now, before we talk about some of the currency issues that are surrounding the game at the moment, I just want to kind of break down this trailer that we're seeing in the background because it did give us new footage. I know it's only a small bit of footage, but it did confirm some things and it also showed off some pretty badass weapons as well. So the first thing we see in this little teaser trailer is the actual group itself, Unleashed. And what I mean by Unleashed, we are actually landed by a Valrak and we are deployed. Is this going to be an in-game event every time? I highly doubt it. If anything, I think this is just for cinematic needs to set the tone of the game. The next shot is probably one of the coolest ones for me because it confirms the Ripper gun is going to be in the game for the Ogryn. If you don't know what a Ripper gun is, it's basically a gun designed for the Ogryn. It's just a massive thing that it just goes around and it purges everything. It's kind of a short-range weapon. I'm not too sure if they are actually poxwalkers, or are they like a new breed of like zombies? I know there's like this new plague thing that's been released in the Hive. I'm just going to call them poxwalkers for now because it's Death Guard and poxwalkers make complete sense. Moving on to the next scene, I found this one really interesting as well because melee is a big talking point in Darktide. I know it's 40k, we have all the guns, all the las guns, there are grenades, the bombs, everything like that, but melee is still a massive part of Warhammer 40,000 and this confirms that you can parry with Psyker attacks because if you watch this clip, I've actually paused it trying to get like the power effect. He actually doesn't stop it with his hand, he stops it with a psychic power which parries it and stuns this opponent backwards. I'm not sure if that is some type of ability, I'm not sure if that's some type of upgrade, but I thought that was very cool. You know, if you're playing the Psyker class, you're going to be using your Psyker powers not only for offensive, exploding people apart, I would say, but also defensive as well, stopping attacks coming in, blows coming in, maybe even shots coming into you and your party. Also, it confirms that you can actually customize the Psyker class as well, because as you can see with the hand, that is a white hand, and the Psyker that we've seen in the trailer is a black character. So again, it goes into more confirmation that each character you make can be really custom designed to how you want to play that character in the game. Hopefully, I can design the Ogryn to look a little like Valrak in game because I'm looking like I'm going to be playing the Ogryn more and more because it's, you know, it's basically me in 40k. And the final shot we get is, of course, a plague-ridden Ogryn. I'm sure these are going to be like the kind of Chaos Knights or Chaos Warriors that were in Vermintide. But then again, there's a lot of talk at the moment that we're going to get Chaos Space Marines in this game. There was some uncovered files or some uncovered content. I think it was Joy Toy, if I'm not mistaken, or McFlane Toys that actually listed a bunch of new Darktide toys that are going to be releasing with the game, and included in that was Word Bearers. So I don't know how that's going to work in when it's, you know, kind of, Nurgle, and you'd expect Death Guard and stuff. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe it's just some other things that have been attached to the Darktide stuff. But you never know. We actually may see some Chaos Space Marines in the game, and we have to, purge them as an act of like a final boss or something. Now, moving on to the next topic is the currency in this game, because there's quite a big talking point about this now. So if you haven't seen the image in the background, the Imperial Edition is basically the special edition of this game, where you get, you can see the outfits, some special weapon skins, the stuff that you kind of expect when a game company does a special edition, just to get a little bit more money out of you, and you get some fancy things to show off in the game. But one of the things that was brought up was the 2500 Aquillas, and in brackets it's got premium currency. Now, when I first heard about this, I voiced my concerns about it, but apparently in Vermintide it had currency where you can go in and you can actually just buy stuff, and you just spend it on visual stuff like helmets and weapons, skins, and everything like that. It wasn't anything that made you more powerful in game. It just made you look different in game, which I was fine with. Now, since that, there's been a lot of discussion over on the Steam forums about this, and one of the developers actually spoke about this. He, put the topic down. He put, as you can see in the background, Darktide will feature an in-game store allowing players to purchase cosmetic items at launch to customize their characters. In-game currency can be earned through play or purchased from the in-game store. And everyone was like, okay, but then a lot of people started quoting, and then he went back and edited his post, and then he put, Aquillas are different from in-game currency and are used independently of each other. In-game currency can be earned, whilst Aquillas can be purchased. So Aquillas cannot be earned in-game, which people are fearing now, and myself included, that Aquila's going to be another type of monetization on this game, which will affect how the game is played. Now, let me just say, I'm fine if it's all cosmetic. If it's cosmetic, I get a fancier shining sword, I get a fancier helmet, I get fancier tattoos, body armor, whatever. I'm completely fine with that, because that's basically just goes after players who are whales. I consider myself a type of a whale character, not in real life, how dare you, I can hear the jokes already, when it comes to Warhammer, because I buy stuff for the rule of cool. So yes, I can be defined as a Warhammer whale. What I don't like, and what I hope doesn't happen, is that Aquila's then opening another shop front where you can buy weapons that increases your output of damage in the game, because I hate games that are pay to win. I've experienced it in 40k games before. Again, if most people cast their mind back to Eternal Crusade, there was a fair few weapons in that game where you paid for them that gave you a outperforming skill in the game. Example, Abaddon's Grace. I always mention Abaddon's Grace because once you hit a target with that gun, not only did you hit them, you applied a burning effect to them as well. And it became so in balance where everyone was using that gun because it was easy, cheap kills. Now, once the developers release that gameplay trailer tomorrow during that live stream, I'm sure we're going to see it all over social media. It'll be on Facebook, it'll be on Twitter, it'll be all over YouTube, everything like that. I would also like the developers, if they can, to maybe do kind of a little dev blog just to try and clear this up, because there's so much miscommunication at the moment. There's so much worry in regards of people like, I'm not going to buy this game if it's going to have two types of storefronts. So maybe they could go in and give us a little bit more information on what they plan to do with the in-game currency and this Aquila currency as well. Anyway, Chaprunios, that is enough waffling from me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I'm really looking forward to see this gameplay tomorrow. Hopefully it blows us all away. As I stated, I will be doing a watch along. There's a lot of stuff coming this month in terms of Warhammer gaming. Yes, we have Darktide tomorrow, but also Space Marine in a couple of days as well, where I've been told that we're going to be seeing more gameplay footage. So there's going to be a couple of watch alongs this month. So if you're interested in coming to watch along, please do, because it's a laugh. We all enjoy our just joke and just have a good old time as 40k players. So yeah, come along, have a laugh, and I'll see you all tomorrow. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, if anything I discussed today, post it down below, and we can have a nice little chat down there as we always do. See you now, have a great day, and bye-bye.